Previously on Spider-Man Reign 2, Wilson Fisk rules over New York City, keeps the people under his thumb with a defensive electric grid known as the Web, but that grid is beginning to fail. So Fisk has offered the New Yorkers a new salvation, digital immortality, and one of the beta testers is an old Peter Parker living a virtual life with his dead wife, Mary Jane, whom he killed with his radioactive fluid. But Peter's illusion of happiness couldn't last long, as a cat burglar, Kitty Cat, most probably Felicia Hardy's daughter, comes to rescue him and brings him to a world that needs Spider-Man. With all hope for humanity seemingly lost, Peter wonders if Kingpin's solution is the only one, but Kitty Cat gives him another option in the form of Green Goblin, Spider-Man's former nemesis, who offers Peter an opportunity to fix everything. So Goblin sends Peter, Kitty Cat, and some mini goblins decades into the past for 48 hours to find the key to save the future. But Kingpin learns that, and to stop him, he sends Peter's former partner, an old Miles Morales, to kill Peter. But as Peter lands into the past, the only thing that came into his mind is to save MJ from his younger self. So he rushes to the apartment that he and MJ bought, but there he finds another man. But before Peter could investigate him, that apartment gets blown into pieces by Vulture and Peter, and it drives Peter mad. He engages in a fight with the two and brutally kills them. Peter then visits Daily Bugle to get some help from his old friend Robbie Robertson, but Robbie accidentally gets killed by J. Jonah Jameson. At last, the desperate Spider-Man then goes to Aunt May's house, who is now blind, and she reveals MJ is alive, but her nephew Peter is dead. Even though it is sad for Peter, but he gets relieved that MJ is safe. But as he leaves his aunt, on his way, Peter is quickly attacked by Venom, but he gets shocked as the person wearing the symbiote is his wife, Mary Jane, and she comes here to kill Peter. Welcome to Comicstube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review Chapter 3 of Spider-Man Reign 2. You can get the previous parts on this playlist, so if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up in a nightmare where Peter is with MJ. He cries a lot, blaming himself for his wife's death. He is having the same dream every night, like he is in some kind of loop. So MJ says she is not going anywhere, not without him. He is just retired. So MJ then tells Peter a story of a dark hero who protected the vast city, swinging across the rooftops, doing his best to save everyone. But to save some, he left others. He picked and chose who to help, ranked them all on a list. Some of the people he left behind always loved him for what he did, and one of them was his wife, Mary Jane. But the others grew to hate him, and one of them was Eddie Brock, Venom. So one night, Venom followed MJ, who was returning home from the shopping. But in that night, there were others who also followed MJ. But before she could realize anything, the two thieves snatched her bags and ran away. But instead of running for safety, MJ started following them in an alleyway, and it made Venom curious. The two thieves were ready for MJ to take her life, but instead they find a weird-looking Spider-Man, the Venom. He jumped at them, broke their legs, and when MJ arrived at that spot, she found them covered in webs, and she believed it was her husband, Peter. But as she turned around, MJ found Eddie Brock, who came here to return her stolen purse. So to repay him, MJ kissed Brock in the cheek. But unknown to her, that night, Eddie followed her to her home to get his revenge. He broke into her house to wait her return. So MJ entered into her room, and as she turned on the light, she saw a horrifying scene. A dead Peter Parker sitting on a chair with a note. He is sorry. And from that point, everything got changed into MJ's life. MJ found herself abandoned and alone in the dark. And in that darkness, she and Venom found each other, and the symbiote infected MJ's mind, increased the hatred for Peter for leaving her alone in this world. The heroes always hurt the people they love the most, so now it is time for them to hurt back. So together, MJ and Venom drove all the heroes out of their city and took control of it. They saved their city from the heroes, especially from Spider-Man. The old Peter keeps trying to convince MJ this isn't her. She is being poisoned by the symbiote. He came back in time to save her from his younger self. But then MJ stops him and says he is not listening. This isn't the first time he has been here to save her. And each time he returns, he only takes more away. He is cursed. Everyone he touches, they all bleed. Everyone who loves him is shattered. So she gathered all of his enemies and made a pact to never allow the heroes to return. And right in front of Peter, Shocker, Prowler, Morbius and Lizard show up. And before leaving, MJ orders her men to kill the spider. So the fight begins. An hour later, Peter finds himself webed up between two buildings. He knows the webs will dissolve within a few hours, and then he will hide in the shadow, look for an opportunity to find a sonic weapon to destroy Venom, and he will do it even if he has to destroy this entire world, as his only goal is to save MJ. On the street, Kitty Cat and the remaining goblin are running from the cops as they stole a truck full of stolen fertilizers. But while crossing the road, they see Peter hanging up in the sky. Kitty tells the goblin to stop. They have to save Peter, but the goblin has other plan as he has to make a bomb, the only way to fix their timeline. Sometime later, Miles arrives in front of the captured Peter and tells him the secret that it is him, the old Peter, who killed this timeline's Peter Parker in his second attempt, not the Venom. He made it look like a suicide. Kingpin thought Peter was done, but he kept coming back again and again, forgetting what he had already done, caught up in some kind of loop. So in the process, the barriers between the time became unstable, and it created the event, an apocalyptic collapse. Fisk has saved the city by activating the wave. Manhattan was saved, but the rest of the world was destroyed because of Peter Parker. So that is why Kingpin sent Miles to find him, not to punish, but to protect him. And now they will send him back into that virtual pod to live the rest of the life in peace. But hearing this, it snaps Peter. He breaks himself free and smashes Miles in the face, reminds him he is not done yet and nothing's going to stop him now from saving his wife. And with this, the chapter 3 of Spider-Man Reign 2 comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please share your thoughts on the comment section down below, and please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.